Students, welcome to our online class. I hope that you all are clear with your previous lesson. Now I am going to take a second lesson for you. Our second lesson is force and motion. Let's see what is a force and motion. Force and motion means force, pull or push. We have to give a force or we have to give a movement for that. Not a movement, we have to give a force. Force means நம்ம தள்ளுறது இல்லைனா அதுக்கு ஒரு வேலையை கொடுக்கறது, that is a force. If you open the door and closing the door, that is a force. If you want to open, you have to pull the door, that is a force. You have to close the door, then you have to push the door, that is a pull or push for the force. Next, motion. What is motion? Changing position. Changing position means you have to change the position of an object. When you have a book on the table, when you push the book, it will move or it will change the direction. That is a motion. Just clear with this two. Force is interaction with an object. You have to directly interact with an object. But for motion, you have to change the position. That is a force and motion. But these two are same only. When you put the force, then only the motion will come, because after closing the door the shape will be changed, the direction will be changed. That is a relation between this. For in first event they given the example boat in river. In a boat in river means a person on the boat and the boat is on the river. Now see what is force and what is moving and what is in a motion. See, person is rest with respect to bank of river. When from the bank of river, the person is in rest. Rest means without movement. That is without motion. That is a rest. The person is rest with respect to bank of river. From the bank of river, he is rest. But from the boat, what happened? He is in a motion because he only doing a pulling back the water and he going front. He was moving the boat, that is he is in motion. Now see the second example. The girl is swinging in the garden. From the garden, the girl is respect to she is what? In rest, because the swinging chain only it's swinging, but the girl is not swinging. But for the chair, the swinging chain is the girl is in motion. That is a definition for the second example. And a girl on the bicycle. Girl on the bicycle means the girl is on the bicycle. From the respect to the road, what happened? The girl is in the rest. But from the respect to the bicycle, the girl is motion. This is a force and motion. This is a definition. You have to clear with this. Then force. There are four types of force. First two types is agency and second two types of the base of the contact. First two types is agencies, animated factor and inanimated factors. That is animated means we only animals and living things, that is animated factors. We have to interact with the object, that is animated. Inanimated means we will not interact with an object. Example for inanimated is in a coconut tree or some trees, the fruit will be fell down. We are going to pull the fruit? No. The wind is blowing, so only the fruits is falling down. But in animated factory, we have to close the door because we are interacting with door. Without the doors are not closing. That is a animated factory and inanimated factory. The type on the base of contact. Contact force means we have to touch. That is same only. We have to interact with an object. We have to touch the object. But non-contact force, without touching, we don't want to touch the object, interact with the object. That is a non-contact force. Again I am repeating this. Force is four types. First two types is agencies and second two types is types on base of the contact. The agency types is animated factory and inanimated factory. In the second type on the base of the contact is contact force and non-contact force. These are the four types. Now let's see the shape changing or direction. Shape changing in the force means what? In every home, mother will do a roti. In roti donut, she will give a force to get a roti very soft. For that she giving a force, but the donut was what happening? The shape is changing. That is a shape changing. What is direction in cricket? Everyone knows cricket how to play. The ball is coming, is already in the motion only. It is already having the force. But the player, what he will do? He will kick the ball. Then the ball will go the different direction, and it will change the direction and speed also. That is a direction changing and shape changing. Now see the types of motions. What is motions? There are three types, basic first three types. That is based on path, based on direction, based on speed. These are the three types. And in these three types there are several types. First let's see the based on path. Path means there are linear motion, curvilinear, circular, rotatory, oscillatory and zigzag. These are the path of the motion. Linear motion means what? It will go in a straight line. That is a linear motion. Curvilinear motion means what? It will go in a curved line. Like when for example, take a bee, honey bee. It's going in a straight path. It's flying on the air. It's going in straight. That means that is linear. Curvilinear means it's just going like a curve, like a arch. That is a curvilinear. And what is circular? It's just rounding in a same place. That is a circular motion. Rotatory means it's in a semicircle. Just imagine semicircle in this way. It's just rotating the honeybee like a rotatory motion. That is this. Oscillatory motion means it's just coming back to the front to the back. That is a oscillatory motion. And zigzag. Zigzag means everyone know that it's going randomly, not in the same path. It is going randomly. Just I am again explaining based on path. Linear motion, curvilinear motion, circular motion, rotatory motion, oscillatory motion, zigzag motion. For the curvilinear motion, I am giving another example. Just in every classroom, every students will do this in a paper rocket like that. When you put the rocket, what will happen? That paper rocket will not go in a straight way. It go like a arch. It starts from a point and just increase his height, and again it fell down. That is a curvilinear. Next we will see based on direction. Direction means we know what is direction. There are two types. Periodic, repeating equal interval of time. Periodic means repeating equal interval of time. The time is in equal. That is a periodic motion. Non-periodic means that is opposite. So non-uniform interval of time. That means the time will not be same equal. If you give a motion, the time have to be in equal. Like a clock. Take a clock and the pendant is in a old periods there is a pendant in a clock. Like this. When imagine this is a clock and there will be a pendant. It will move. When for each hour or each minutes like that. If you have 1 hour, it will move 1 time, 5 times like that. This will do continuously. Every hour it will do. The time will not be changed. That is a periodic motion. Repeat the equal interval of time. That means the time will not change. Every day in that time only it will move. That is a equal interval of time periodic motion. Non-periodic motion means if I take a bus or a train, it starts from a starting point and going to the ending point. But in middle of the time, it will not go in the same interval of time. Somewhere there will be a shop, they will stop in a shop. Now not means some traffic. This all calculation that we put means there is no equal interval of time. That is a non-periodic motion. Then based on speed. Based on speed there are two types. Uniform and non-uniform. Uniform means same speed. Just clear with this. Periodic means time, and uniform means same speed. Speed means what? You know what is speed? Going a shortest time, that is a speed. In uniform, same speed will be calculated, but in non-uniform, the speed will not be in the same. Again, you take a train or a bus, it will start in a same speed and ending in a same speed. No, in initial speed it will be a 0, and it's slowly going to 5 like that, and then go in a high speed, then suddenly it's come low, and finally it's come in a 0 speed, like this. When the speed is increasing and coming decreasing means that is non-uniform, but uniform means the time should be, the speed should be same and equal. Again I am explaining this will come in your question answer, so clearly observe this. Motion based on a path, based on a duration, based on a speed. In based on a path there are linear motion, curvilinear motion, circular motion, rotatory motion, oscillatory motion, zigzag motion. Okay, in the based on duration, periodic motion, non-periodic motion. It is due to time, equal interval of time. And based on speed, uniform and non-uniform. It is based on the same speed. Then come to the problems. Now you will know the formula. The distance travelled by an object in unit time is average speed. Average speed means what? The distance travelled by an object in unit time is average speed. If in a distance the object is travelling in the unit time is average speed. Now see, object travelled a distance in time. Average speed means you want two things only, distance and time. It's travelling in the distance in time is average speed. For average speed, formula is S is equal to D by T. S means speed, D means distance, and T means time. We already saw in a first class, that is what is SI unit, International System of Unit. When you clear in the first class, then only you can able to understand your second class. Okay, average speed formula is S is equal to D by T. Now see, car travels 300 kmph. What is kmph? Kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. Short form is kmph. If they given a 1 kmph like formula or some problems, you have to clear kmph means kilometer per hour. This is a basic form you have to understand, and you have to clear with this. And average speed formula is S is equal to D by T. That is average speed is equal to D by T. Now see, object travel 10 meter in 2 seconds. In this problem, they given one object is traveling 10 meters in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, the object travelled in 10 meters. Average velocity is equal to D by T. That means D means what? Distance. T means what? Time. This is a SI unit symbols. You have to know this. Then what is distance? Now say there is a distance. Yes. This is a distance. No. 10 meter is a distance. Meter is distance. S is second. So 10 meter you have to substitute 10 meter. And what is time? 2 seconds. You have to substitute T is equal to 2. So 10 by 2 is equal to, cancel it. 2 ones are 2. What we see here? 2 ones are 2. 2 fives are 10. So answer is 5 ms. Average velocity what? 5 ms. Now we already saw average speed is equal to D by T. We have now the problems given in a find the distance. How you will distance? You know the formula for a speed, but you don't know the formula for a distance. So that is very simple. If you have to think very smart, then only you can able to put the problems. Now see, S is equal to d by t. Okay, then how you will take a distance formula? Now we want a distance. So distance is equal to, the t is in dividing. So when just think this and remember this, when some values comes cross the equal, the sign will be changed. When it is in the plus sign, when the cross the equal means it will become minus. When it is in minus, it will become plus. And when it is in a divide, it will come into multiply. Multiply means divide, just opposite, minus plus. This only you have to remember. Minus means plus, plus means minus. Just I am writing here, plus means minus. When it is in minus, it cross the equal means it become plus. When it is in divided form, it will become multiply. When it is multiply, it will become in divide form. Now see, t is in which form? It is in a divide. So when it cross the equal, it will become multiply. Multiply means st. It will become st. St means multiply. D is equal to st. Now you have to find, the problem is given, find the time. How you will find? The same thing only. Just put a time and transfer this. See, t is equal to, you have to transfer because t is, we have to find the t. So just transfer the remaining thing. Yes is in which form? Multiply form. So when it's cross the equal, it will become in divide. Then t is equal to d by s. You have to just remember and clear with this. Then only you can able to put the problems. Now see, ship traveled speed is 5 kmph and 5 hours. Then what is kmph? I already told, kilometer per hour. And what is hour? It traveled 5 kilometer per hour. Total time is 5. Now see, d is equal to 50 into 5. Multiply this and you will get 250. How you put this? D, distance. We have to find the distance because they given the distance and the time also. They given the time, speed and time. 50 kilometer per hour means for 1 hour how many times? That only they are asking. So just you have put the distance formula. Distance is equal to st. S means what? 50. And time, t is what? 5. So 50 into 5 is equal to 250 kilometer. For 1 hour, 250 kilometer distance it's cover means in 5 hours it will cover 50 kmph. That is a simple for. Now we saw the problems, what is motion, how to find the distance, time, everything. Same that we when they given the distance and speed, but they did not give the time. We have to find the time means you put this t is equal to d by s. Just put the distance value which they given and divide by the speed which they given. Then you will got a time. That is you have to do this. You have to work out in your note. Just imagine some question yourself and then you do this. Then only you can able to understand it and you know the how to put the problems. Then multiple motion. What is multiple motion? We saw basic motion and path, duration, speed, everything. But we don't know what is multiple motion. That is very simple. Take a bicycle. One student is going in a bicycle. That is a multiple example, okay? Because the student is just pedaling in a clockwise like this, and the tire is also rotating, but he is going in the straight line. But what? That is in a circular motion. He doing the force with circular motion, but he was moving in the straight line. That is multiple motion. We have to do multiple motion, but it gives a different motions, different direction, different way of seeing. Okay, that is a multiple motion. Then robot. Now they given in this lesson about robot. What is robot? Robot meaning is forced labor. Forced labor. Labor means what? Service, velakaranga. And force means what? We have to just force them to work. We will forced labor means what? I am saying in Tamil, then only you can able to understand it. Forced labor means நம்ம வேலை செய்கிறதுக்காக இன்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணி வேலை செய்கிறதுக்காக நம்ம வந்து உருவாக்குனது. அது that is a meaning for this. Because we have to interact. If there is a very tough means we can't able to give a force or interact with that object. But the robot was able to do everything because the design is like that. The scientists are doing when tough, we can't able to do a tough thing, the robot will do this. Now there are two types of robot, nano robot and military robot. Nano robot means what? Nano means very small particle. We have to see in that microscope, but this is not in our this year. It maybe will come in a future, but scientists are still researching about this. For this use is what means for a surgical purpose only. It's getting ready, not ready, it's getting ready. Because for some vein, we have a vein problems or some nowadays cancers are in all the in every countries, but we can't able to give a 100% curable, because when we give the some treatment, it will also affect the normal cells also. We can't able to cure the only cancer cells. For that, when we use this nano robot means it will go and just hit the perfect that cancer cell. It will not damage the normal cells. That is a main theme for this nano robot. But still it is not in the regular life. It will be in a future. Hope that it will be best. Military robot. Military robot means it is there. In a military, they will use that because there are many heavy things like a gun or some object, anything. For that, they can't able to do. For a military robot, that is useful for militaries. Okay, this is the two types of robot. This is a lesson about force and motion. I hope that you all are understand this lesson. Again, I am just recalling it. Just listen this. What is force? Pull or push. We have to interact with an object. What is motion? The object must be changing the direction or a position or a shape. Okay. For event, I am given 3 examples. Boat in a river, and a girl swinging in a garden, and a girl on the bicycle. Then forces are 4 types. First 2 is agencies, that is animated factors, inanimated factors. And the second 2 is type on base of contact. Contact force and non-contact force. By contact is by touching the interact with the object, and non-contact is without interact with the object. What is shape changing and direction? I already explained this. Shape changing in example I given roti donut, which your mother used to do, and direction is cricket. And then now the types of motions. 3 types, basic 3 types, that is based on path, based on duration, based on speed. In a path I given linear motion, curvilinear motion, circular motion, rotatory motion, oscillatory motion, zigzag motion, and you have to clear with this. Then based on duration, periodic and non-periodic. Periodic means repeating equal interval of time, non means not equal with interval of time. Then based on speed is uniform and non-uniform. Uniform means same speed, non-uniform means not in a same speed. And then distance, what I explained, average speed definition, and for a formula, and one problems also I did. If you want to change the formula for a distance time, I already thought that how to change. Now I told you that when cross the equal, we have to change the symbols and value. For that I wrote here, just note it down, just pause the video and note it down. X when cross means that becomes divide, it's change into multiply, and minus into plus, plus into minus, just write down. And then what I told, what is multiple motion. Multiple motion example I given bicycle, and I explained about robot, nano robot and military robot. It is in a future, and it is in a nowadays it is using military robots in the militaries. Okay students, I hope that you all understand this force and motion. Just you have to read once again. Just take a book and read it, or you're not having a book, just hurry up to buy, then only you can able to understand clearly what I explained. Thank you students.